Can we get our drivers from Buggy 2 out to Marshall, please? Buggy 2 drivers out to Marshall, please.
Five minutes to the start of the race. Four minutes to the start of the race.
Hey, Brad Gale. What number's that one? I can't see it. 3. Damien O'Dea. You should be out marching, please. Damien O'Dea, number 3. All right, track's open, drivers. Track's open.
Start of the race.
Dan Carpenter, number 5, should be out marshalling.
Ashley Peeler. Ryan Nitschke.
Number 1, Greg Smith, should be marshalling. Greg Smith. Dan Carpenter, or was Dan in scrutineering?
Reese Hendy. Adrian Riggs. Charles Ford. Richard Lightus. Two minutes to the start of the race. Shane Smith. Adam Craig. Aidan Gallant. Micah Thompson. Russell Freeman. Tommy Jant.
Dan, are you available to be... A 1 minute 20 to race start, drivers. 1 minute 20.
Mark Ruda. 1 minute to the start of the race.
.45 seconds, drivers. 45.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. The 15 seconds to the start of the race.
Remember, drivers, there is no cut through once the race has started.
7.
There is no cut through once the race has
5,
started.
4, 3.
All right, your time has now started. Spread yourselves out before you take the line, guys. Give each other plenty of room out there. And when a faster car comes up behind you, move over and let them go by.
Caution in front of the start line. Caution, clear. Tight little battle between Micah Thompson, Shane Smith in 1 and 2, Adrian Riggs in 3, Ashley Peeler currently in 4, Sam Pappison 5. 7 minutes remaining.
Six minutes and 10 remaining here in Group 3 for qualifying round number 4. Adrian Riggs, the West Aussie, out front here. Shane Smith into the 2 spot. Young Micah having a good run here in P3 in the all-black X-Ray. Ryan Nitschke in the 4. Aiden Pallett rounding out your 5 from Reese Hendy, Ash Peeler, Sam Pappas, Mark Ruta, Richard Leadus, Charles Ball, Tommy Jett, Adam Craig, and Russell Freeman. Good to see here. Got a caught up car at the top left of the track. That looks like Charles Borg by the looks of it here. Caution on the front straight. All clear. Adam Craig, or no, Sam Pappas getting caught up on the front straight here. Micah Thompson in for fuel now. See if we can pick up with Adrian Riggs. See if we can pick up with Riggsy as he leads away in this one. The orange and white buggy, your race leader at the moment.
5 minutes left.
Are you ready for this one? Do you want to do this one? This one?
4 minutes and 40 left on the clock here. Riggsy is your leader at the moment. Finding himself some clean air on track is important to maintain your lead and hold on to that clean spot. If you want to hold on to the lead and put on a good run here in the orange and white. But at the moment, Riggsy finding himself up on the back of a whole bunch of traffic coming across the back. The orange and white is your leader coming in the top left there. Coming up behind Ryan Nitschke. Riggsy, your leader, coming through. Thank you, Ryan. Next up, Mark Ruta as they come down the line. Shane Smith now goes to the top spot.
4 minutes left.
As pit stops coming through, Richard Leadus and Mark Ruta both coming in for fuel. Looks like, unfortunately, young Micah finding trouble in this one. Reese Hendy's starting to come good in this one. As Hendy goes through to the 3 spot, Shane Smith now down to the 4 spot. Ash Peeler starting to prove strong as well. Peeler out here in the all-orange buggy. Moving forward in the ranks, trying to charge up the line. Time to beat from Paul Goody, 16 laps, 10:08 at the moment. Currently our top 5 drivers on track to go faster than Goody's time. And I would say they're only going to get quicker as the track continues to dry out here.
3
In
minutes
Group
left.
3, Group 4, your top group coming up next to decide the round 4 top qualifier. Two minutes and 45 left on the clock, 2:45 to go. Fastest lap of the race at 34.03 from Ash Peeler in second. There's only 1.1 seconds off the back of Adrian Riggs as your leader. Caution in the step on, step off. All clear. Riggsy coming down the line in the orange and white Mugen. Leading now by 3.3 seconds as he puts in his personal best lap of the race at a 34.3 for Riggsy. 2 minutes and 10 left on the clock. Peeler second, Smith third, Rendy 4, Pappas rounding out your top 5.
2 minutes left.
Oh, but Riggsy crashing on the left-hand side. Gets himself caught up. Going to cost him some time here. This might hand the lead to Ash Peeler. Equalising out 13 laps apiece. The gap's still showing at 3.3 seconds. Peeler's last lap at 37 as well. So both of them crashing on the same laps. Got a flamed out car. Getting run back. Flame out, run it back. Flame out, run it back. Just looking at it though. No, it's just Damien. Stupid. 1:05 left on the clock. 1:05 to go.
1 minute left.
Adam Craig, unfortunately, getting run back here with some mechanical problems in this one.
45 seconds left.
The gap getting shorter at the top here. 1.1 seconds between Riggs and Peeler at the moment. Shane Smith, 7.8 further back in the 3rd spot, having a lonely drive in the yellow and purple.
30 seconds
We
left.
go back, Reese Hendy in the 4th spot now. Came good and was putting some pressure on the front for a little while, but now dropping off deeper inside. Hendy goes to the 3 spot, putting Shane Smith down to P4. Richard Leadus goes
15
P5.
seconds left.
And Adrian Riggs opening up the gap to second at the moment from Ash Peeler. 2.3 seconds between them. As we're counting down the final few seconds in the run here. That is time. Finish a lap, you're on. Keep going till your name is called. Everyone's still going, still going. Everyone's still going, still going. Caution on the front straight. Need a Marshall front straight, Marshall front straight, Marshall front straight.
Ashley Peeler done.
Put it on the straight. Go wide on the straight, wide on the straight.
Richard
All
Light is
clear.
done.
Ashley Peeler is done. Richard Leadus is done. Ryan Nitschke is done. Everyone else is still going here. Peeler, Leadus, and Nitschke are done. Aiden Pallett is
Charles
done.
Ford done.
Charles Borg is done.
Adrian Riggs done. Mark Ruta
Adrian Riggs is done. Mark Ruta is done.
done. Reese Hendy done.
Reese Hendy is done. Waiting on a couple more
Russell
to finish
Freeman
here.
done.
Russell
Shane
Freeman's
Smith
done.
done.
Shane Smith is done.
Tommy
Tommy
Jett
Jett
done.
is done. Track is still live, guys. Sam's going to time out anyway. All right, Adrian Riggs getting the win here. 17 laps, 10:13.2. Ashley Peeler goes second. Peeler goes second at the moment. Shane Smith goes third. Reese Hendy in the fourth spot, all on 17 laps. Sam Pappas finishes off with his 16-lap run, missing out, not completing a 17th lap. All right, 3 minutes on the clock. Track is open. Track is open.
3 minutes to the start of the race.
Get all our drivers from Group 3 out to your marshal spots, please. Everybody from Group 3 out to your marshal spots. Here we go. The top group of drivers for qualifying round 4. Kyle McBride has 2 round wins so far. Ryan Lutz with 1. As we come into this 4th round of qualifying, who's it going to be before we head into the final 2 rounds for the 2nd round of the Australian 1/8 IC Off-Road National Series for RCRA. This round presented by Barmer RC Hobbies and Melbourne Off-Road Radio
Alex
Car
Bonanza.
Club.
Simon Yu. Shane Kelly. Cameron Zammit. Harry Sims. Aaron Stringer. Craig Lawton. Andrew Ford. Ben Sterling. Jordan Van. Kyle Ward McBride. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
One minute and 35 till race start. 1:35 till race start. I'd like to remind our top drivers to set a good example for the rest of the field here. Let's have a nice clean run. Give each other plenty of room out on track. And when a faster car comes up behind you, you got to move on over and let them go by.
One minute to the start of the race. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
"35 seconds till race start. 35 seconds.
30 seconds to the start
Spread
of the
yourselves out around the track, guys. Find yourself a nice piece of clean air. Give each other plenty of room out there, guys. This is Group 4 here in qualifying round number 4. The 2019 Australian 1/8 IC Off-Road Nationals, round number 2 here at Melbourne Off-Road Radio Car Club. We're going to be closely watching the cars of Kyle McBride and Ryan Lutz. Maynard Marshall in the step on, step off. Caution, step on, step off.
4, 3.
3 seconds. All right, drivers, your qualifying session has now started. Spread yourselves out before you take the line. And when a faster car comes up behind you, move over and let them go by. So just putting a call out to Will Haynes. We're going to need a minor track repair. Working through the back end of this round. Some of the pipes come unstuck. So drivers, be cautious in the top right-hand side. Some of the piping has come unstuck. But we're going to make your race on. 1 minute down, 9 to go. First flying laps coming up through the field here. Work together, let the fast guys go through. Great work from Max Rika. Thank you, Max. Ryan Lutz comes out swinging on top. Kyle McBride goes to second, but a slow lap for Kyle. A 33.8 puts him down to the 5th spot. Super tight at the top. 1 second covering the top 6 drivers. Nothing in it here. Lutz, Sterling, Benagic, Ford, McBride, and Lawton rounding out your top 6. Now it starts to spread out a little bit. Ryan Lutz with a 1.8 second advantage. Oh, Max Rika on his roof on the right-hand side. Eight minutes and 10 left to go. We've got a long way yet to go in this one. For Buggy 4, qualifying round 4. Your top group, Ryan Lutz looking to equalise here. Driving the pink, white and blue Agama coming down the Barber Hobbies front straight. Oh, Lutz rolls it over. Oh, he's caught on the pit lane piping. Thank you, John Watkins, running out there to help out our man. So Lutz gets caught up on that one. A 35-second lap for him. I think that was after or before he actually tagged that piping as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this lap shakes out for Lutz. Kyle McBride goes back to the top. Lutz in second, Ben Sterling in third, Craig Lawton in 4, Andrew Ford rounding out your 5. We're yet to see big moves. We are yet to see big moves coming out of Aaron Stringer. Looks like he was finding some trouble and working on the car in the pit lane and missed the official start. So it's going to be a non-indicative run from Stringer, the Queenslander. Working on the back foot today with the Mugen buggy. We'll see if he can start to right the ship and sort things out before we get into finals. Lutz finding trouble at the triple. It's going from bad to worse for the American driver. Lutz caught up on the pipe, trying to get back on the track. So out front, Kyle McBride looking to pick up a third round TQ here in round 4. Craig Lawton trying to stay with him. 3.4 seconds between them as Lawton comes down from the top left through the left-hand complex and into that bowl in the all-orange HB buggy. Last time across, Lawton was 4.5 seconds off the back of McBride. Now puts in his best lap of the run, a 32.5, and closes the gap up to 3.7 seconds on track. Andrew Ford having a good run here as well in the TLR buggy, running in the 3rd spot. Ben Sterling in 4, Cameron Zaman in 5, then Alex Benagic, Harry Sims, Shane Kelly, Ryan Lutz, Simon Young, Jordan Van, Max Rika, and Aaron Stringer, your remaining running order. Bit of an oddball qualifying session here from our Group 4 drivers here in round 4. Fastest on track, though, and seemingly unfazed by what's going on around him, Kyle McBride, 9 times Australian national champion in a row. The Infinity Buggy down the Barmer RC Hobbies front straight, leading this one out. Getting up close and personal with the pipes at the top right. And a gap of 5.4 seconds a gap for Kyle McBride out front. Five minutes and 10 remaining. 5:10 remaining. About to cross the halfway point here. McBride down the Barmer RC Hobbies front straight. That lap for McBride at 32.3. Ryan Lutz goes to reset the hot lap of the race, but Alex Benagic sets the track on fire. A 31.7. Fastest lap of the race from Benagic as he sets chase after Ryan Lutz just ahead of him. As they come through the Maxima step on step off section over the middle triple and across the back end of the track. Lutz in that white, pink and blue Agama. Benagic in the yellow, orange and green associated. Coming up on some traffic now. Lutz in for fuel. Benagic goes on by. Lutz airs it out coming into the pit lane. Ryan Lutz has worked his way back into the 4th spot, charging forward in this one. But he's 17.6 seconds off the back of Kyle McBride, your leader, who has a 10-second advantage over Craig Lawton in second. Some fuel calls coming out here. Work together, you guys. Watching cars get caught up coming down the hill. Let the lap cars go through as Kyle McBride comes in for fuel. Alex Benagic follows him in as well. So McBride, your leader at the moment. Got his dad Scott on the gun. Lightning fast pit stop, and he exits the pit lane in clean fashion. Back out on track, McBride, 8 seconds up on Lawton at the line. Benagic gets his fill up as well, who was running 3 seconds off the back of Craig Lawton at the line. We'll see what the gap turns out to be after they've reset their pit stops. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. 3:25 to go here in Group 4 for qualifying round 4 to decide your round 4 top qualifier. At the moment, it looks like McBride on his way to taking a 3rd round here. It ain't over till the time clock stops. And we run down that final lap. Now Ben Sterling is finding some pace. He's trying to chase down Craig Lawton as Sterling sets his personal best lap of the race and goes through to 3rd. Andrew Ford right behind him in the 4th spot. Alex Benagic, after his pit stop, drops down to P5. Watch for young Al Powell from the Gold Coast to start charging forwards here. He's got a good pacemaker of Ryan Lutz to try and follow around the track as they both come down the front straight. Whoa, Ryan Lutz out of the park at the end of the front straight. Cartwheeling off into the distance. He rejoins, but now losing time out of that one. Not sure what happened there, whether he just caught that unlucky roll or got tagged up with Cameron Zammit through the corner. But either way, Lutz now on the back foot. Once again, he was as high as 6th a moment ago, trying to charge forward after a really rough start to his run. Alex Benagic is the one to watch, though, on track, setting the place to light. He comes down the Barmer RC Hobbies front straight. He's 1 second off the back of Ben Sterling. Sterling has gone to 2nd. 10.7 seconds off the back of McBride. Kyle McBride is large and in charge out front. But the young man making big moves in this field, Alex Benagic, charging hard in the team associated RC8 V3.1. That yellow, orange and green associated coming through the left-hand side section. Just understeering his way through the left-hand sweeper. Down the Barmer RC Hobbies front straight. 0.4 of a second off the back of Sterling as they click over their 14th lap in the run with 1 minute and 25 to go. McBride is out front, stretching the legs now. 11.2 seconds clear of Ben Sterling in the Agama buggy for Advanced Racing Components in 2nd. Then Benagic and Lawton, they're close together. Sterling has been dropped big time. A 34-second lap puts him down to the 4th spot. Benagic goes to 2nd. Craig Lawton squeaks through to 3rd. Craig Lawton is making a charge. 50 thousandths of a second between Benagic and Lawton the last time they clicked over the line. We'll have to wait for Craig Lawton to come over and click over his next lap as he is on the lead lap of Alex. So he'll be the first one to
45
equalise that
seconds
gap.
left.
And it says 0.3 of a second between them at the moment. We'll confirm that once Benagic takes the line. Oh, Benagic gets a roll coming down the hill. Stuck on his side on the pipe. Unlucky one from Alex Benagic. That's going to cost him time where he really can't afford to lose time. He's going to get dropped down to fourth at least out of that one. Benagic goes down to the fourth spot. Craig Lawton assumes second once again. 15 seconds left to go. As I just catch out of the corner of my eye, Kyle McBride getting very awkward at the Maxima step on step off as he comes down from the top left-hand corner in the white, orange and red Infinity Buggy through the left-hand sweeper. Kyle McBride leads away, 11.5 seconds as that is time. Keep going till your name is called. Caution on the front straight. Go inside, inside, inside on the straight, inside on the straight. Clear, all clear, all clear. Keep going, guys, until your name is called. Everybody's still going. It's going to be a frantic finish here. We'll try and catch him as you come across. It's a wild ride in qualifying round 4 for our top driving group. Craig Lawton is done. Ben Sterling is done.
Max Ricca done.
If I call your name, you will be done. Max Ricca is done. Kyle McBride is done. Shane Kelly is done. Alex Benagic is done. Ryan Lutz is done. Andrew Ford is finished. Cameron Zammit is finished. Jordan Van is finished. Harry Sims is finished. We are waiting on Simon and Aaron, the last two cars to come across. Simon Young is finished. And Aaron Stringer's car is being walked back to the pits. So your round 4 top qualifier taking his third one so far. Kyle McBride from Ben Sterling getting it at the line in second. Craig Lawton, third place at the line here in round 4. Alex Benagic goes to P4. Ryan Lutz goes P5. Andrew Ford goes P6. Harry Sims goes P7. Cameron Zammit goes P8. Adrian Riggs, P9 for the round. Ashley Peeler rounds out your top 10. Well, that was a wild one for qualifying round 4. We are going to have a super short break, guys, while we just fix up the piping. Thank you, Will, for getting onto it. So we'll have a super short break, guys, before we get into Truggy 1 for qualifying round 4. Big shout out to our naming rights sponsor, Barmer RC Hobbies, getting behind round 2 of the RCRA 18 IC Off-Road National Series here at Melbourne Off-Road Radio Car Club. Also, a special thank you to Agama Australia, Plague Bearings, Campbelltown Hobbies, Advanced Racing Components, Bunnings, Racer's Edge, Maxima Fuel, Live RC, Civil Fleet, and APA Civil.
To the start of the race.
track is open, drivers. Track is open.
3 minutes to the start of the race. Mark Ruda. Tommy Jan. Trevor Lockie. Paul Goody. Corey Gurry. Scott Elkins. Damian O'Dia. Greg Smith. Mark Norman. Adam Craig. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Carl Popcorn. Charles Ford.
One minute and 10 till race start. 1 minute 10 till race start.
One minute to the start of the race.
Truggy Group 1 on track here. Getting ready for qualifying round 4. Group 1 of Truggy is on track.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
40 seconds till race start. 40 seconds till race start.
Thirty seconds to the start of the race. Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
All right, that's your 15-second warning, guys.
10, 9,
Remember, there is no
8,
cut through once the race
7,
has started. There is no
6,
cut through once the race
5,
has started.
4, 3.
All right, you are off and racing, drivers. Your qualifying session has now started. Remember to spread yourselves out before you take the line. Give each other plenty of room out there, guys. And when a faster car comes up behind you, move on over and let them go by. We are in round 4 of qualifying, just about to get things well and truly underway into the business end of the qualifying day here. Caution in the triple. Thank you, Max Rika. Good job, mate. Watch it on the straight. There's a car with no drive for the Techno. 3 minutes down, 7 minutes remaining here for Truggy Group 1. The big old heavy, big tyre racing, doing it in style in round 4 of qualifying. Paul Goody once again out front from Carl Popcorn in second. Adam Craig third. Mark Ruta in the 4. Now dropping down to the 6th spot. Mark Norman goes P4. Charles Borg comes through to P3. Norman goes 4. Ruta goes 5. Adam Craig goes 6. Tommy Jett in 7. Greg Smith in 8. Scott Elkins rounding out 9 running drivers. As Trevor Lockie has bowed out with a failed drivetrain on his Techno truck. And I've got no laps from Corey Gurry, Mark Lawler, Damien O'Day, or Will Haynes.
Five minutes left. Four minutes left. Three minutes left.
Two minutes and 30 left to go. 2 minutes 30 left to go. Carl Popcorn out front. 13, now 15 seconds ahead of Mark Rutter in second. 2.1 seconds further back is Paul Goody in the third spot. Mark Norman in P4. Charles Borg in P5. We're going to pick up with Carl Popcorn as he comes around. Heading over the middle triple. He's got Mark Rutter and Paul Goody for company here as they head over into the top left-hand corner bowl.
2 minutes left.
Loving the green and pink paint scheme for Carl Popcorn. I think it's a matching scheme to, Jackson Brunson from Florida. Very similar paint scheme. Team Associated and J Concepts driver. You spend enough time following RC people on Facebook, you learn everyone's paint schemes. Oh, good job, Paul Goody, for being a gentleman and waiting for Carl. As he come through the triple here. Won't really affect Carl's race lead at the moment here. Was out to 16.3 seconds over Mark Rutter. But it's going to ruin Paul Goody's chances of catching Rutter for second. With 1 minute 15 left on the clock, Paul's going to have to rely on Rutter making a mistake to bring on that fight. Hot lap of the race, a 34.260 from Carl Popcorn. 1 minute and 5 left to go. 1:05 left to go.
1 minute left. .45 seconds left. Seconds left. .15 seconds left.
Sorry about that. And that is time. Keep going, drivers, until your name is called. Everybody's still going. Keep going till your name is called. Everyone keep going, keep going, keep going.
Mark Norman done.
Mark Norman is done. Everyone else still going. Everyone else keep going, keep going.
Charles Borg done.
Charles Borg is done. Keep going, Tommy. Keep going, Tommy.
Scott
Nicely
done.
done.
Greg Smith done.
Greg Smith is
Mark
done.
Rutter
Scott
done.
Elkins is done. Mark
Paul
Rutter
Goody
is done.
done.
Carl Popcorn is
Carl
done. Paul
Popcorn
Goody
done.
is done. Just a couple more left to finish. Track is still live.
Corey
Track is
Gurry
still
done.
live. Corey Gurry is done. We're just waiting on Tommy to finish. Track is live on the left-hand side.
Tommy Jet done. All drivers are
That
finished.
is everyone
The race
finished.
is
Carl
completed.
Popcorn getting the win here. 17 laps, 10 minutes, 20.072. From Mark Rutter going second here, 17.10.35. Paul Goody goes third, 17.10.39 from Mark Norman, Charles Borg, Tommy Jett, Greg Smith, Scott Elkins, and Corey Gurry. We are heading into Group 2 for Truggy here in qualifying round 4. Round 4 qualifying. Truggy Group 2. Max, can't you wait till you get outside the track to light up your smoke? Come on, man. Yeah, get out. Get. Can I get some of the club members to help fix the pipe at the back?
3 minutes to the start of the race.
If I can get a couple of club members to help fix the piping at the back of the track, we might have to hold the race a little bit more again. A couple of members of the club to help fix the piping at the back of the track, please. Thanks, Will. All right, guys, we're going to hold this class. We're not going to go yet. We're going to hold everyone while Will gets out there to fix the track. If you see Will Haynes around, guys, I want you to give him a big, firm handshake and a clap on the back. The guy's busting his backside to work on this track and help out the club. So big thank you and a big shout out to Will Haynes for everything he's done to organise and put together the racing here at this round. In fact, if you see any of the committee members and the club members from Melbourne Off-Road Radio Car Club, give them a firm handshake and a thank you for everything they've done to put together this round of the National Series. It's a lot of work to host a national round, and it usually comes from a very small group of people. So big shout out and a big thank you to everyone involved putting on round 2 of the RCRA 18 IC Off-Road National Series here at Melbourne Off-Road Radio Car Club. All right, get all our marshals in position. All our marshals get in position. Track is open. Track is open. Your 3-minute warm-up.
Shane Smith, Cameron Zammit, Ryan Nitschke, Ben Sterling, Ryan Lutz, Alex Bernadzik, Ashley Peeler, Reese Hendy, Aiden Palant, Savage Sam. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Jordan Van.
Here we go. Truggy Group 2 on track in qualifying round 4 to decide who's going to be your round 4 top qualifier. As it stands right now, Carl Popcorn on 17 laps. 10:20.072 is the time to beat coming into this run. Only 2 groups. Only 2 groups of Truggy in attendance here at the second round of the Australian 18 IC Off-Road National Series. But should produce some pretty good racing when we get into it all. One minute and 5 till race start. 1 minute 5 till race start.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
35 seconds till race start. 35 seconds.
30 seconds to the start of the race. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
15 seconds till race start. 15 seconds, guys.
10, 9,
Remember, there is no
8,
cut through once the race has
7,
started. Spread
6,
yourselves out. 5 seconds.
4, 3.
All right, we are off and rolling with qualifying round 4 for Truggy 2. Your session has started when you hit the line. Remember, spread yourselves out before you take the line, guys. Give each other plenty of room out there. And when a faster car comes up behind you, move on over and let them go by. Man, oh man. Truggy lighting up the track here in qualifying round 4. Ben Sterling gets out front early, but Ryan Lutz is yet to complete his first flying lap here. Lutz comes down the line. He goes second. Alex Benagic goes to the top. So young Al Powell out front. Ryan Lutz second. Ben Sterling third. Ash Peeler fourth. Reese Hendy in the 5 on their first flying laps. Well, Benagic with a rough lap there puts him down the order in the 5 spot. Ryan Lutz now goes to the top. Ben Sterling second. Ash Peeler right behind them, though, in third. Then Reese Hendy and Alex Benagic, your top 5. Savage Sam goes P6. Oh, Ryan Lutz on his roof. The equaliser takes place at the triple. Now Benagic coming up on traffic. Thank you very much. Watch out for the next car back. White, black, and red car. Next car back. Thank you. Ryan Lutz now joining Alex Benagic down the Barber RC Hobbies front straight. Trying to stay with him. 0.2 of a second between them as Ben Sterling goes to the top. Sterling your leader. Then Ryan Lutz in 2. Ash Peeler in 3. Alex Benagic with 1.2 seconds to make up. Can't afford to give away. Benagic can't afford to give away track position to Ryan Lutz here. He's got to try and stay in front and see if he can open up a little bit of a gap here. Understeering his way through that left-hand bowl section. Down the line, Lutz has a 2-second lead over Sterling at the moment. As they're coming up on some traffic again, Benagic jumps deep at the top end of the track. Lets Ryan Lutz go on by. Benagic finds himself in third, though. Respectable after getting caught up moments ago. As Lutz makes short work getting past Savage Sam and Cam Zammit. I think Alex Benagic is just absolutely committed to the racing line out here today in truck. And it's biting him hard as he found himself unstuck at the top left again. Trying to catch Ryan Lutz out front. Now Lutz is stretching the gap even further. 2.5 seconds over Ben Sterling. Sterling having somewhat of a quiet race at the moment. Up the right-hand side by himself. Coming up on the back of some lap traffic. Watch the faster cars, guys. Watch the faster cars. We are 4 minutes down, 6 minutes remaining here in Truggy 2 for qualifying round 4. Ben Sterling in for fuel. Looks like Shane Smith in for fuel as well. As Ash Peeler goes on by. But it's Ryan Lutz out front, 7 seconds clear of Sterling as he came across the line. Alex Benagic now closing the gap to Sterling, 2.2 seconds between them. And checking in on it now, Benagic only half a second off the back of Ben Sterling for the second spot. Putting some pressure on the Advanced Racing Components man in the white and green Agama truck coming down from the top left corner. It's the two Agamas out front with the Associated of Benagic in the third spot. Then Peeler and Zammit, 4th and 5th. Hendy in 6th. Jordan Van in the 7th spot. Ryan Nitschke in 8. Shane Smith in 9. Now Savage Sam in 9. Shane Smith down to 10. Aiden Pallant in 11 as we are halfway there. 5 minutes down, left. 5 minutes to go. Four minutes and 20 left on the clock. Benagic with a mistake in the right-hand side. It's so easy to spot when Alex is making a mistake because his dad's right in front of me in the commentary window here. You can just spot it so easily. 4 minutes and 5 left on the clock. Ryan Lutz managing the gap at the moment. Benagic got the second as Sterling's been dropped down to fourth. But I'd say that mistake from young Alex might cost him. And it might put him under pressure from Ash Peeler here. Benagic stays second. 3.8 seconds up on Peeler. Oh, but he catches the inside of the top right corner again. Pete didn't see it this time. You got to be on it. You got to be on the ball. Benagic absolutely committed here with the Team Associated truck as Ashley Peeler comes in for fuel now. So this will hand a bit of a breathing space to Benagic with 3 minutes and 30 left on the clock between them. We're going to check in with your race leader, Ryan Lutz, clearing out from the field here. Lutz is absolutely committed to this.
3 minutes left.
In the white, pink and blue Agama truck coming down the Barmer RC Hobbies front straight. Stretching out 12.5 seconds on the timing screen ahead of Alex Benagic in second. Benagic comes down the line. The gap sits at 10.5 seconds now. Last time across, a 31.6 for Ryan Lutz. A 32.1 for Benagic, his personal best lap of the race. A 32.5 for Ben Sterling. A 43.1 for Ash Peeler. That's his pit lap. Earlier, a 33.1 was Peeler's best lap of the run. Cameron Zammit at 33.6 last time across. Reese Hendy at a 36.6. Savage Sam at a 33.8. Jordan Van at a 47.7 last time. His best of a 34.6. Shane Smith at a 32.8 flying, but having trouble keeping it on the track. Ryan Nitschke hot lapping at a 35.1. Aiden Pallant with a hot lap of a 34.7. So the fastest lap all over the joint through the field. But the man indicating he's got the most consistent pace. There's no surprises here. Ryan Lutz down the Barmer RC Hobbies front straight once again. 1 minute and 45 left on the clock as we head into qualifying round 5 coming up next. Round 5 is up next with Buggy Group 1. Going to take into the track in a few moments' time.
One minute left.
1 minute to go here in Truggy Group 2. To decide who's going to be your top qualifier, I can tell you now, it's looking hot to trot for Ryan Lutz.
45 seconds left. Seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
Inside the final 10 seconds. That is time. Keep going until your name is called. Savage Sam is the only one done so far.
Ben Sterling done.
Ben Sterling is done.
Ryan Nitschke done.
Ryan Nitschke is
Jordan
done.
Van done.
Jordan Van
done.
is done.
Shane Smith
Alex
done.
Benagic is done.
Ashley Peeler
Ash
done.
Peeler is done. Shane Smith is done.
Reese Hendy done. Cameron Zammit done.
Cameron Zammit is done. Waiting on 2 more to finish. Just 2 left to finish here.
Ryan Lutz done. Aiden Palant done.
That is everyone
All drivers are
finished.
finished.
Ryan Lutz is
The
your
race is
round
complete.
4 top qualifier. In Truggy ahead of Alex Bonacek in second. Ben Sterling third. Cameron Zammett fourth. Ash Peeler rounding out your top 5. Carl Popcorn goes 6 for the round. Reese Hendy in 7. Mark Reuter in 8. Paul Goody in 9. Savage Sam rounding out your top 10. All right, qualifying round 5 going to be up next. Round 5 is going to come up next. Group 1 for Buggy is going to take to the track. We might have an extra moment or 2 here as Will Haynes is just fixing up the piping. So we may just have an extra moment. All right, getting set for qualifying round 5. Getting into the final 2 rounds of qualifying today. Group 1 is going to take to the track. Track is open.